This man done hit the lottery of good luck. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today I bring you an update on the Travis Rudolph case. He has been found not guilty on all charges, including the most serious charge, which was first-degree murder. Now, this, I think, is justice served, although if the jurors follow the law to the letter of the law specifically, he'd probably be going to the penitentiary right now. I'm not saying he should be going to the penitentiary. In my opinion, the right decision was made here to find him not guilty on all charges. But like I said, if they followed that law to the T, he'd probably be in the penitentiary making big rocks and little rocks right now. Now, before I get into the update, why he got found out guilty or whatever it is, let's back up a little bit and explain what happened. Now, last year, Travis Rudolph and his former girlfriend got into a little bit of a confrontation. There's ring cam video and whatnot. I'll link to that in the description. But the confrontation was allegedly over Travis dealing with other women. So I guess he was, quote unquote, cheating on her. Meanwhile, she was married at the time. Now, she might say the whole classic thing, oh, we're breaking up, we're getting a divorce or whatever, but she was married to somebody else, not Travis Rudolph. She's married to somebody else, dealing with Travis Rudolph. She sees that he's dealing with other women. She gets upset. The ring camera shows her hitting on him trying to stop it. He's calling her all types of B's and whatnot. They're having a fight. So then there are text messages that arise between the woman and the woman's brother. She's talking about, hey, come shoot this S up. It's things she's saying to her brother that are violent in nature against Travis. So what happens? The brother and his pack of goons show up to the house. All this is on ring camera. One guy has his shirt off. So you already know what time it is. They came not for good things. They even admitted in court they came to, quote unquote, fight Mr. Rudolph. And of course, a fight happened. And at a certain point, there's gunplay involved. Now, it's alleged that the guys that came to, quote unquote, fight Travis had their own guns. And I think one of the guns got recovered in Travis's yard, in the front yard. But Travis, and I think the reason why he got in trouble is because as the fight was going on, the confrontation or whatever, he goes back inside the house to get his rifle. They, I think, maybe spot the gun. They're leaving. They are driving away. And he's shooting at the vehicle as he's driving away, lets off over 30 rounds. And he hits two of the four guys that were in the vehicle. One of them dies. So we got a lot of different things going on. You're shooting at the evading vehicle. One guy got shot. He lived. Other guy got shot. He died. So it was a lot happening. Now, this happened in Florida. And there's stand your ground laws in Florida. But the problem is it's stand your ground. You can't necessarily pursue the vehicle, okay, as it's leaving. Stand your ground means you have no duty to flee where you are. So let's just say you're in your house or anywhere. You're outside somewhere. You're standing by your vehicle. Guys come up to you. They want to act a fool. You have the right to stand your ground and defend yourself. But then if they're acting the fool, you defend yourself and then you chase after them. See, now we're doing something else. I think the reason why he got off and has been found not guilty on all charges is because the guys came to his house wanting trouble, wanting problems. That right there is the key. And the ex-girlfriend set him up. The ex-girlfriend set him up. They came to the house wanting trouble. And then that's when everything went down. All right. Now, here's my thing. As I say in previous videos, hindsight 2020, right? Hindsight is most certainly 2020. Here's the thing. If I see some guys outside of my house on ring camera or through the door, through a window, like, okay, you get a knock on your door at night, I'm going to want to figure out who it is. I look outside my door, I look at my ring cam, and I see these guys. One guy got his shirt off. I don't know who these guys are. I'm not opening the door. Point blank, period. I may talk to you through the door, but I'm not opening the door. And if I sense any kind of aggression or whatever, and really the shirt off is the first thing. If I see you come to my door, it's for y'all. I don't know who you are. Young teen guys. One guy got his shirt off. I'm grabbing my gun already. I'm having my gun clear next to me. And I'm not opening the door. I'm going to ask you through the door or through the Ring camera microphone, what do you guys want? And if I don't get the appropriate answer, I'll be like, look, all right, check it out. You guys got to leave or I'm going to call the police. All right. And if these guys don't want to leave, I'm on the phone with the police. I'm calling the police. And then if these guys are trying to break in the crib, hey, I already got the gun ready. As soon as that door gets breached, as soon as the boot meets the door and the door comes a little bit off of the rack, the hinges or whatever, it's going to be Chinese New Year in there. We're going to have 4th of July early in that place. I think it might have been after July when this whole thing happened last year. We're going to have a late 4th of July celebration right there in the foyer of my home. Point blank period, because I communicated with you. Hey, I need to go ahead and leave. I'm calling the police, et cetera, et cetera. And then you went and boot my door down. Now I got castle doctrine, stand your ground. I don't even go to court. Personally, you know, I try to avoid things whenever I can because I don't like going to court. I don't like dealing with any kind of legal trouble, okay? If somebody wants to try to fight and all kind of weird stuff, I'm not going to fight. I'm going to try to diffuse the situation. I'm soft. I'm like, hey, man, my fault. You got it. I ain't trying to fight. I'm not trying to do nothing. But if it gets brought to me and the law's on my side, then, hey, it is what it is. But I'm going to do everything in my power to avoid it. Not only because I don't like court, because I don't like to have to hurt anybody or risk myself getting hurt. This is just common logic. Now, Travis Rudolph, I understand why he did what he did, but I wouldn't have done it. I'm not going outside when these ne'er-do-wells with their shirts off come to my crib late at night. I don't know who they are, or if I do know them, I know they're not there for Bible study or anything positive. I know they're not there for that. All right. I'm not going outside. Then if I do go outside, I'm not going outside without my gun. I'm having my gun right there, but I'm not going back inside to get my gun and then try to chase and shoot. See, now you're dealing with high-powered lawyers. You're probably going to go broke behind that. You're dealing with days of your life. We can say life you can't get back. I'm pretty sure he got locked up. I'm not sure if he was in custody, if he was remanded for the entire year this has been going on. I have no idea. I don't think that he was, but if he was, you're losing out on months of your life, potentially years of your life for what? A fight over some girl you shouldn't have been dealing with in the first place. I don't know if he knows that she was married, but a woman like that, all bad. Obviously, she's married, cheating on the husband, setting you up to get lined up. He could have died that night because two of the guys had guns on him. He could have been in prison forever because he did not do things 100% to the letter of the law. But I commend the jury for finding him not guilty because he did not bring the fight to these guys. Really, they brought the fight to him. They admitted in court they brought the fight to him. If their intentions was to fight Mr. Rudolph, to hurt him, to do something to him, and then they get hurt and he does something to them, well, who started it? It's their fault. But like I said, at the very beginning, he's very lucky here because this could have gone the wrong way. It could have gone the wrong way. I think the jury found sympathy with Mr. Rudolph, as they should, and they did not follow the law 100% of the way. Maybe that's wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments. Shout out to Lead Attorney. I was watching his stream of this, and he was talking about how it might be a hung jury because you couldn't get a unanimous vote to say not guilty. And if he got hung jury, what would happen is he can get brought up on the same charges again. Because if you get hung jury and he goes home, which is what happens when you get a hung jury, they can retry you. And on double jeopardy, when there's no verdict, double jeopardy only applies to a verdict. So let's say, for example, in this case, he's found not guilty, which is what happened. They cannot charge him again. It's over with and on double jeopardy in that situation. But if it was a hung jury with no verdict, no decision, then they could try him again, although it probably won't be worth it to go through it again. But as I close, I want to say this. Let it be listened to everybody out there. You know, you don't want to be in this situation. Although he got found not guilty, are you trying to spend all the money in the world, 100 bands or more on a lawyer? Are you trying to risk your life? Are you trying to risk your freedom? Do you want to go through all this? Do you want to be going to court every day for a year? Is that what you want to do? Do you want to interrupt your life over some girl who you had no business dealing with, some regular, all right looking, bad attitude, abusive woman? Is that what you want to do? Any kind of problems like that you see, you need to break away from it immediately. Don't entertain it. Don't get involved with it. Free yourself from that madness, because you don't want to be in Travis Rudolph's shoes, who is in jeopardy of losing everything that he ever worked for in his entire life. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about former NFL player Travis Rudolph in this whole situation? Do you think he did the right thing by pursuing the guys? Did he do the wrong thing? Was it the right verdict? Should he have been sent to the penitentiary? Should he not have gone to the penitentiary? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys pretty much know where I'm at. I think it was the right thing to do as far as the jury is concerned, although they could have gone a different way, and that still would have been correct legally. You know, I think this really just boils down to how you feel about their interpretation, how you feel about their ruling. I feel that it was great. Now, when it comes to the law, it probably wasn't to the T of the law, but we've seen this kind of thing happen before, where there's a clear situation. Well, even in cases where it was even more clear than this, where the person was dead wrong according to the law, but they were right. This is why you have a jury at a certain point, because if it was always about black and white, then you see the evidence of a case, you see what's going on, and then boom, okay, you did it. You know, but you got to be able to sometimes figure things out. There's circumstantial evidence. You look into the background and see patterns. So sometimes things aren't always as black and white. And I think this case might have been one of them. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.